been a while since I've actually done a sit and talk video for you guys, and I thought, you know what, why not just make one right now? The reason why I'm mostly making one is because I kind of fucked up my wrist on Saturday, and I'm trying to let it recover. It's getting better, and I know for sure by tomorrow I'll probably be riding again. A while back, if you've been a long time subscriber, which if you have, I love you, but a few months ago I basically made a video of how I started smoking weed, or my first time ever smoking weed. So I made this video titled the first time I ever started smoking weed, which I suggest you guys watch before you watch this one. It should show up here. If you haven't watched that video, I suggest you guys watch it first just to get some context. I'm telling you guys to watch that story first so you can find out how I started, and then watch this one to find out how I stopped, basically, because I'm 2 years sober currently, about to hit 3. No, actually 3, yeah, I'm 3 years sober. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This story time is how I got caught. So this is your last chance to go watch the video before I just continue on with the story and you're completely lost. So basically, after I left Laughlin, I would only smoke like on the weekends, I guess. The reason for that is I never really liked that whole thing about smoking every day. I just felt like it fucks with your brain too much. And not just that, but I was kind of the paranoid type at times, but not really. It would just be sometimes, depending who I was around. So I would continue smoking. I would continue to keep it on the low key. Around Christmas time, things started kind of getting a little worse for me. Basically, I was getting worse because I was actually getting really high in front of, you know, like while my mom was at the party or while my mom was around. And I remember this one occasion where literally I was at my tia's house or my aunt's house, and I was completely blasted. I was faded, just finished smoking, walked into the living room straight up, like just pretended to knock out on the couch because they were coming in and I didn't want them to see my eyes bloodshot red. And I was the type where I wouldn't hide it. Like literally, I wouldn't have any eye drops, I wouldn't have anything of that, no perfume, no nothing. Like for some reason, thank God, the smell was never on me. The smell was never on me, and for some reason, my eyes being red was never like an indicator for some reason. I don't know. My aunt and my mom were walking in, and so I had to act like, you know, I had to act quick because I knew my eyes were bloodshot red. So I ended up actually sleeping on the couch, pretending to sleep on the couch, and then I woke up tired, but really I was faded as fuck, but I woke up tired, and
they're like, "Aw, poor baby, he's so tired, he should go home," or whatever, right?
So I got away with that one. Throughout this whole series of months where I would be smoking, my brother knew, and he was okay with it because he used to smoke himself, except that he just didn't want me doing it like every day, you know? He didn't want me to get that into it. And that was cool with me, but I guess I started getting really lazy to the point where I would come home and not want to take out my dog and just literally want to sleep because I was so faded. And now I understand why he would get mad at that, because that was my responsibility. And then it hit Christmas. Now, I don't know why, but Christmas Eve, I don't know how it happened. I think Christmas Eve, my cousins were smoking. They gave me a blunt wrap and they gave me a gram because I would never pay for my weed. I would always get hooked up by my cousins. So that's one thing that I'm actually proud to say. I never actually paid for weed, but I think only once in one occasion. But basically, they gifted me a blunt wrap and they gifted me a whole gram. And so I had it on me. And then the next morning when I woke up, we go to this thing called Escalating, which for Mexicans, it's, well, not just for Mexicans, other cultures probably do it too, but basically is when you go over the next day and just eat what you ate the night before. The Latino culture, as far as I know, again, who knows, maybe it's other cultures, but as far as I know, what we do is we actually celebrate Christmas Eve, get fucked up and party Christmas Eve, and then wake up to Christmas morning and open the gifts, and then from then go back to where the party was hosted at and then eat in the morning and eat breakfast there. So that's what the recalentado is. So me and my family went to the recalentado, and I still had the wrap and the gram on me. So we went and I was just fiending. Like at the time I didn't know what fiending was like necessarily, like completely, but I know I was just fiending so much just because I never really rolled up my own blunt and I never really smoked my own blunt. Like I was always sharing. So that little, like, just knowing that I could just go home whenever I want and just smoke it whenever I want, roll it up whenever I want, that temptation was so high to the point where I just wanted to do it now. I wanted to experience it right now. And it was pretty bad because I literally left the recalentado really early. I literally just ate and left to my house literally just to roll up a blunt and smoke. Now, if you're trying to hide something, the last thing you want to do is actually go to your house and do the thing you're trying to hide, because you never know when your parents or family are actually gonna get home. My dumbass, like I said, I was feeling so hard that I didn't even think about it, and I went to my house, rolled up a blunt, fucking horribly, it's called Scooby snacks, like little pieces of the nug, on my tongue and lips because I was rolling it up so bad. Like I'm telling you guys, this is the first time I ever did it. Super bad, but it was really sticky. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you guys. That shit was sticky. It was that sticky, icky goodness. Ended up rolling it up somehow. I don't know how the hell I did it. Horrible job. And I ended up smoking it in my balcony, which is right here. Now, my dumbass thought, you know what? I'm gonna smoke it on the balcony, close the balcony door, and close all the other doors inside my house so the smell won't go in. Because I'm a smartass, and that's how things work. I came back in, right? I smoked half of it. My dumbass turns it off and puts it in the shoebox, which then I continue to put in my closet. I don't know what the fuck was going on through my head. I wasn't even faded like right then and there because it hit me later. I'll tell you when it hit me. But I literally got the half of the blunt, put it out. The smoke was still coming out, so that means the scent was still coming out. Put it in a shoebox and then put it in my closet. To me, I don't know why, but I thought that was the most amazingest fucking idea I could have ever had. And I thought just doing that, like everything was gonna go away. The smell would have gone away. No one would have known. I would have been scotch free. I would have been like completely good. No one would have ever figured it out, right? I don't know, fucking Scooby-Doo up in this bitch. So I put that shit away. And then I go to take out my dog. You don't know how faded you are until you have to socialize with someone. Basically, I was taking him out and I turned the corner and there was this lady coming, right? If you've ever been faded in public, you know the looks that you get when you're faded in public, like the looks people give you. I got that look, okay? I didn't feel it until I made eye contact with her. I made eye contact with this lady and it just hit me all at once. Like literally 1 second I was like this and I just went like that. And then like everything just got blurry and my foot started to sink into the ground. Like being faded is hard to explain because it hits everyone different, but that's how I felt. And I was like,
yo, I'm fucked.
And so I had to quickly just cross the street, make sure my dog took a shit and pissed because I didn't want him to do inside the house, and then just came back home. My brother was here, sitting on the couch with this girl, and he had that most like betrayed look on his face. Like I just stabbed him in the back basically. And he just told me, he gave me the talk of how I'm gonna disrespect the house like that and how the hell I have the balls to smoke inside the house. Like he was cool with it, but like I crossed the line basically. The whole time I was faded, so if I'm be honest, and he knows it too, I wasn't really paying attention. Like that's all I remember. From then on, like he just kept talking about it. That's literally all I remember. I was blasted. Like I was looking at the floor like just gonzo. So he just sent me to my room and he just said, go to sleep, I'll try it out. My dumbass went into my room and I started playing World War II because that was the year the World War II came out. So I started playing it and I just ended up knocking out. I woke up, the scent was gone. He really helped me out. The scent was gone. I was still a little faded, not really. And yeah, and then my mom came home and everything was good, right? So the thing about my brother is that he's a really cool guy and he's had my back so many times in the past and I can't thank him enough for it. But when I cross the line, he'll show it to me. Like he'll tell me straight up, you crossed the line, and he won't let me get away with it basically. So this one time we ended up arguing and we ended up almost getting down physically. I think he told me I swung on him. I don't remember swinging on him, but he said I swung on him and we were tackling down on the ground, like right here in this room. My mom came in, she was pissed. She was like, what the hell's going on? And I guess my brother was just really mad, or just at that point he just wanted to hurt me, I guess. And so he basically just told my mom straight up. He's all like, mom, he's all like, your son, he's been smoking weed. I got home, called him, he smoked in the house. Shit was everywhere. And like my heart just completely sunk. I usually, you know, like when you don't want your mom or anyone to know the truth, you like quickly deny it. I couldn't deny it. Like I was so just taken back by the fact that he just straight up bluntly told her that like I couldn't say shit. Like I literally just froze and I was like, bro, what the fuck? I didn't get caught by smoking inside the house, but I basically got snitched on. You know, I completely understand my brother. Like I did pass the line and truly I was probably gonna fall into a hole that I probably wouldn't be able to pick myself up from. And so my mom just looked at me. Like she didn't scream at me, she didn't hit me, she didn't nothing. Like she just sat on that bed right there, sat there while I was sitting right here on my bed and just kept looking at me and then a tear fell down her eyes. That's when I knew I really fucked up. When I seen that tear fall down her eyes, that's when I knew, all right, I fucked up. Like I said, she didn't get me in trouble. She just completely blamed herself for it. So what she did is she just made me feel horrible. Like she made me feel so bad to the point where I started crying just because I made her feel so bad. Like I made her feel like she failed me as a mother, and that's the worst thing that you could ever do to your mom. After that, I just completely apologized to her, and you know, I begged her to stop blaming herself for it because it's a decision, I can't say that fucking word. It's something that I chose to do myself. You know, no one peer pressured me. If you saw the old video, I told you guys, my cousins never peer pressured me. No one peer pressured me. No one told me to do it, nothing. I grabbed it by myself. I smoked it by myself. My own decisions, my own mistakes. And I told her, you have no fault in this. You've been nothing but a perfect mother to me. You've given me, there's always been food on the table for me. There's always been a warm place to come home to, clean clothes, clean, you know, room, all of that. And so I just made it clear to her, you know? And so after that, I just personally, I don't think I promised it to her, but I just personally made myself a promise I wouldn't really smoke, like just smoke ever, honestly. I say that now, but honestly, I don't know if I actually ever will again. But yeah, that's basically how I got caught up. I've been 3 years sober now. That happened, like I said, when World War II came out, which was 3 years ago. Yeah, that's literally how I got caught up. Honestly, I was being stupid. That's a mistake. That's something that you should never do. If you really don't want to get caught and you know the consequences of it, just smoke somewhere else, dude. Go to a park. Go to your homie's house. Go to a different place. Just don't go to your house. Smoke it. Get half the blunt, put it in a fucking shoebox, and put it in your closet. Don't do the dumb shit that I did. But yeah, that's all for today. Honestly, I just wanted to tell you guys the story because that completely ends the whole story of how I first started and how I ended. There's another story that I would like to tell you guys. This is the time where I tripped really hard and I even chugged the whole fucking gallon of milk, I think, or I don't know what the hell it was, but I just got really fucked up and it was on Thanksgiving. So if you guys want to hear that, leave a like on this video. Like I said, I enjoy making these videos because it's really chill and it's really fun to edit. And yeah, it just connects me to you guys more and more, so you guys get to know me even more personally. But yeah, so that's basically it. That's how I got caught up. Did a dumb mistake. It is what it is. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I appreciate and love you guys so much. Hopefully by next month we could hit 500. And like I said, if we hit 1,000 by June or around June, then I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. Don't know what it is yet. You guys don't know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. And of course, it's gonna be something about BMX. But yeah, appreciate you guys, love you guys, all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Peace.